Yes, Mr. Speaker, thank you so much. I am standing in support of this amendment.
Please proceed in support.
And again, we're raising another fee, another tax to raise money for the State Highway Fund. And what this amendment does, it adds this subsection. Except as provided in this section and notwithstanding any other law to the contrary, all taxes collected under 249-33 and deposited into the State Highway Fund shall only be used for the purposes in 248-9 and shall not be transferred to the general fund or any other fund except for the purposes allowed in 248-9. Mr. Speaker, I spoke 2 times too fast, and I could not rebut the members who most likely have the same objections because it is the same paragraph that was inserted into the previous amendment. There is no technical flaw, Mr. Speaker. The Director of the Department of Transportation, he still has within his perusal within the Highway Fund to actually spend the money on highways. So if we're saying, just that comment, Mr. Speaker, concerns me. Because we're saying, no. Even though we are taxing people, increasing fees on them, because we are telling those people that we're raising this money to give you roads. And we are saying, wait, we don't want him to have the discretion to raid his own fund and to put it into the general fund. That's not a technical flaw, that's an opinion. And my opinion is that we have done some horrible things to the people of Hawaii, and again, we're just making a commitment to them as we know you're down and you're hurting financially in these times. What this legislature is asking my people to do is I need a little more from you, or else I'm not going to fix that pothole. So if I'm going to ask my constituents that, then I'm going to commit to them and look at them in the eye and say, you know what, I promise you, I will never raid this fund for purposes other than what it was intended for. I make that commitment to you today. That, of course, is opinion. As a leader, as I feel that I need to have that commitment to the people if I'm going to take any more from them. And I just want to explain what 248-9 means. The speaker from Maui, who I just enjoyed debating on this floor so much, what that means is that allows the director of the Department of Transportation to transfer funds into the general fund so that he can get general obligation bonds to fund highway projects. I support that, and that's why this is in here, Mr. Speaker. Because that's the only way that he can get the general obligation funds, then I support that. And again, Mr. Speaker, this is just a statement and a commitment at the beginning of this legislative session today, because we are raiding a lot of funds to put in the general funds today. We are raiding a lot of taxes, hurting people by raising taxes in this economic times, because we are telling them that we need them for roads, we need them for electricity, we need them for the homeless, we need them for education. So this is our first commitment as a minority caucus, Mr. Speaker, to say, if we take any more from you today, you have our word and commitment, Mr. Speaker, that we are going to stand by you, and that we know that you sacrificed tremendously to give us this money today, Mr. Speaker. So we are going to make that extraordinary commitment, not binding future legislators, but making a statement on this day and this time, Mr. Speaker, that we will change government forever in this state, that we will actually use the money that we're taking from people for the intended purpose that we committed them to. And that is why I introduced this same amendment for this particular bill, Mr. Speaker. Mahalo.